Hello, Ultimechs fans. Welcome back to week 4 of the Ultimechs 1v1 tournament, sponsored by XRL. We have here an exciting match. We've got CamCam12 versus Morrison. This is another in a string of grudge matches between these two expert long-term players. My understanding is they used to be teammates back in pre-season VRML, and I'm not quite sure what happened during that pre-season, but ever since then, there's been quite a bit of anonymity and mild aggression between these two in forums. So let's see how this works. Players are currently choosing their teams, getting set up in the arena, and we'll be joining them in round number 1. At the top of the screen, you can see we've got Morrison choosing Titan on the red team, Cam choosing his preferred Nitro on blue. 3, 2, 1. Let the game begin. Cam with first tip, first touch. It is a fierce battle from the get-go here. Both players giving it their all to maintain positional superiority and ball control. This is a 1v1 small arena competitive mode game. There's 4 minutes on the game clock. Best of 5 rounds wins the match. First player to win 3 rounds will be the one who gets the title. Morrison currently charged. We're going to see a wall come up. There was the wall. Cam taps one in besides the wall to begin with a 1-point lead, which took an incredible full minute in order to procure. Second tip-off of this round. We see Morrison with the signature pinch move, using both fists at once to propel the ball at great speed. Cam using his signature feathering touch, getting that fist up and into the air, and then deciding at the last second which direction it's going to go. That explosion you saw a moment ago was Cam using the Nitro's Mega Blast in an attempt to push the ball into the goal. It wasn't quite the right angle, or it got deflected out. There's a supercharge on the side of the arena that no one is interested in right now. If you watch the trails, Cam immediately picks up and then uses that supercharge. Morrison scores their first goal. 1v1. This round is half over. Both players touching the ball on the tip-off. Morrison slams it down for an additional point. 3, 2, 1. Watch the trails on these players' fists to see the angle and direction and impact that they're using to push the ball. Whether it's a straight push, a curved push, a hook shot. In this case, it was a bank shot off the ceiling. 3, 2, 1, go. Also notice how the ball changes color depending on who touched it last. Tight game as we knew it would be. Currently 3-2, blue team leading. 1 minute, 40 seconds left on the clock. Now there's a 2-point lead. Blue team has double the score of red. 2, 1. So that was a neat trick, not sure if you caught it. Morrison used the fist up against the wall, the barricade between the two players when that ball tips up, to touch the ball as it was coming up out of the ground. That was just enough of an advantage to get another 1 point. 80 seconds on the clock here. Both these players only a point from each other. A little bit of a different angle here. Not sure this angle is very useful. Let's bring it back down. That was an incredible pinch. Almost a half-court pinch, which then propelled the ball the full additional half-court. Players are currently tied with less than a minute on the clock. When the clock runs out, the match isn't over. The round will go into extra time. The ball turns green, and it doesn't end until it touches the ground. If it's still tied, then it goes into sudden death. The ball turns gold, and the game continues until someone scores a point. Morrison drops a wall to protect their goal. Using these special abilities means that your fist is unavailable for about 7 seconds. So it is a risky move. Now Cam can only defend with one fist. Morrison uses that to score another point.
3, 2, 1.
9 seconds left on the clock.
7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ball is green. If it touches the ground, it's over. That's it. 5-4. Morrison leading with the first round. As we wait for the players to get into position for round number 2, looks like Morrison is returning to red team, which will put Cam back on blue. And puts me into spectator mode. Let's join our players into round number 2. If there's anybody watching this live, say hi in chat so I know that you're here. Morrison still Titan on red, Cam still Nitro on blue. Morrison gets first touch on the ball at tip-off. Lots of touching on the ceiling. A slightly missed pinch opportunity there. Cam is charged. That devastating, I was going to say Mega Blast, is at the ready. But Morrison takes advantage of an air ball, plugs it into the two-pointer. Cam gets first touch. It's a fierce battle for control here. Both players attempting to use the same wall to gain that control. Now some fights on the ceiling. Back, forward, forward, back. Cam gets out of position to pick up the supercharge. Uses it ineffectually in the center of the arena. Cam is now down a fist. Morrison has 2 fists, misses the pinch. Cam has his fist back. Morrison slides one into the one-pointer goal.
3, 2, 1.
Both players touch the ball at the same time on tip-off. Ball is spending an incredible amount of time in the blue zone. Cam again uses the supercharge, leaving him down a fist. Morrison uses that to pinch the ball into the one-pointer.
3, 2, 1.
4-0, red team in the lead. 2.5 minutes left on the clock. Cam scores the first goal, his first goal of this round.
3.
Makes it seem so easy. Let's take a look from behind Cam here. Notice how he's feathering his fist to be where the tip-off is anticipated. That ball was just hovering inside the goal. It decided not to go in. Morrison's put a wall up offensively in the blue zone, but it didn't work. It's not doing any good over there. And Morrison's down a fist. A missed pinch. Regaining control. Cam has a charge. Uses the charge, which really just leaves him down a fist. With 2 fists, Morrison can get better control of the ball. But now time's up. Cam's got both fists back. Excellent defensive use of a supercharge to deflect the ball away from the goal, but leaves him open for another point. 5-1, 99 seconds left on the clock.
Go.
Cam scores his second point. Currently the score is 5-2, favoring red with 92 seconds left.
Go.
Cam gets first touch on that tip-off. Cam scores a third point, closing the gap.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Could be mistaken. It almost looked like Cam reversed the direction of the ball on tip-off. So I've mentioned a few times how these players have 2 different mechs. We've got Morrison with the Titan. The fists move slower but have a bigger, more powerful impact. Cam is using the more balanced Nitro, where the speed of the fist and the amount of power that it imparts is kind of medium. There's a third mech we don't see right now in the arena called the Viper. It's got much faster fists, but also a much lighter touch. Score is currently 6-3. Morrison in the lead. 40 seconds left on the clock. Cam uses the angles to his advantage, gains that 1 point,
3, 2.
but is still too shy from breaking even with a tie or getting the advantage. It could just be a matter of scoring into that super goal once or scoring into the single point goal more than once. 25 seconds left. Ten seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5,
Only 1 point.
3, 2, 1.
Ball's green. If it hits the ground, it's over. And Morrison decides not to let it hit the ground, instead to gain another point advantage. 7-5, Morrison for the second round in a row. I'll post those scores for your benefit. And then we will rejoin these players in the lobby so they can get set up. Looks like they are ready to rumble. Cam has returned to blue team. Morrison has returned to red team. As a reminder, this is week number 4 out of a potential 8 weeks in the Ultimechs tournament, sponsored by XRL. You can get more information at xrl.pro. You can get your hands on Ultimechs for free. It's available from Resolution Games for multiple headsets, including the Quest, Pico, and PCVR. Going into round 3. Once again, Morrison, Titan on red,
3,
Cam,
2,
Nitro on blue.
go.
These players are in a small arena, playing the game in competitive mode with a 4-minute clock. You can also play this game in 2v2 mode, 3v3 mode against human players, or swap any human player for bots. You can play in arcade mode. You can also play in private games or public competitive games online. We are celebrating 2.5 years of Ultimechs being available. Cam slides a goal in for the first point of this 3rd round.
3, 2,
3 minutes, 19 seconds on the clock.
go.
If you watch the trails that the fists and the ball both leave behind, you can see that this is not a matter of just pushing the ball straight. The ball is always moving at some kind of an angle, with a twist, with a bend, with a curve, certain amounts of weight and momentum behind it. There's gravity here in the arena. Hitting the ball in the ceiling will have a different effect than hitting it on the walls or the floors. Hitting it with 1 fist versus 2 fists also changes things up.
2, 1.
It's really interesting when multiple players hit the ball at the same time. Cam's in the lead, 3-0. Cam scores a super goal, making that 5-0.
3, 2, 1.
The smaller hole on the back wall is worth 2 points. The larger one is worth 1. More difficult to hit into that smaller hole, but with practice, you can make it seem so easy. Look at that. I say the words, Morrison decides to demonstrate.
3, 2, 1.
5-2, blue team leading. There's the pinch, missed the follow-up. I told you before how the mechs have different speeds of their fists. Movement speed is the same for all mechs. It's pretty much instantaneous from circular pad to circular pad on the arena floor. The mechs can only move between those pads, and you cannot move on a pad that's already occupied. While this might appear to be a limiting factor in the game, it's not, because the fists can move anywhere, wall to wall, front to back, floor to ceiling. Cam used the charge. Morrison had one, could have put up a wall, decided not to.
3,
Lost a point.
1.
6-2 with 1:45 on the clock. Players currently fighting in the blue zone. Cam is working hard to get the ball out of blue. Those pinches are deadly, closing the gap. 6-4 with 90 seconds left. This round can go in any direction. Cam takes the charge, immediately dispenses of it. Morrison has 2 fists. Uses only one to score a 2-pointer, tying up this round with 1:07 left. It may as well be 0-0. It's only future points that matter now.
1 minute left.
Cam decides he likes the lead, gains it up by 2 more points.
3, 2, 1. Go.
50 seconds on the clock. Now there's a 3-point lead. It's certainly possible to gain 3 or more points in 45 seconds, but it's not going to be easy. Cam's fighting for control of the ball in the corners. Morrison steals the supercharge, immediately uses it to drop a wall. That wall is now gone. "15 seconds on the clock. Morrison closing that gap, but now needs 2 points in order to tie up.
Go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Cam gets another point on green ball, making it 10-7 Cam. While I record these scores and post them into Discord, post them into the stream, we are going to be going on to round number 4. If Morrison can get this 4th round, it'll end the match. If Cam gets the 4th round, they will fight for a 5th. Players are currently setting up. Players are on their same colored teams as earlier. Once they're ready, I'll bring you into the arena. Right now they're deciding if they want to change hosting. I use this opportunity to give you a little educational slide about how the top of the board looks there. You can see an icon representing each of the 3 different mech styles, the amount of time left in the match, who has a supercharge, which jets are currently retracted, and which ones are out into the arena. Players have now picked their mechs, and they're in the arena. Morrison still on red team as Titan, Cam on blue team as Nitro. Round number 4 underway. Round number 4 feels a lot like round number 1. Very aggressive and fast-paced off the start. Cam uses the supercharge. Down a fist, still manages to score a 1-fisted goal.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Players battle it out for control of that tip-off. Excellent use of a supercharge at the very last fraction of a second, but also excellent use of rebounding and a pinch in order to score a goal.
Go.
Cam makes a super goal, bringing the score 3-1, favoring blue team. 2 minutes, 48 seconds remaining. Cam is moving ahead, scores 4-1.
3, 2, 1.
2.5 minutes left.
Go.
Cam executed that Mega Blast a bit prematurely. It wasn't close enough to the ball to have a significant effect. Morrison taking advantage of Cam's disabled fist,
2,
scoring a point, closing that gap. 2 minutes on the clock. Lots of near misses here between these two players that have been at it for 2.5 years. If you want to get in on this action,
3,
visit XRL.pro. If you want to play the game, go get Ultimechs free on Quest, Pico, and PC VR. Thanks to Resolution Games for making this available to us. Jump on to the Ultimechs Discord. Join our community at discord.gg/Ultimechs. One day I'll memorize what the XRL Discord is, but I'm sure you can find it if you look. I know for sure it's listed at xrl.pro. 1 minute left on the clock. Cam's got 5, Morrison's got 3. Seconds. Three-point differential with that Mega Blast. 30 seconds left on the clock.
2, 1. Go.
Ball wasn't sure it wanted to go in, but ultimately it did. 7-3 score with 20 seconds left.
2, 1.
This tournament doesn't just count wins and losses, it counts score difference. So the wider the score, the higher you'll climb in the rankings. Both of these players want to close that gap as much as possible.
9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Ball is green. Game continues until it hits the ground. It hits the ground. 7-3 Cam. That means each player has 2 wins, and there's going to be a 5th round to determine the winner of the match.
Team wins.
And I am here to bring it to you. Thank you all for being here in my stream. Players have gone into the lobby. They are readying up on their teams. I'm here to bring you the excitement. Here I take you into the 5th round. Cam 12 versus Morrison.
Three, two, one. Go.
Morrison's first touch of the tip-off, right into Cam's fist. Both players playing with the ball in the red zone, so dangerously close to entering either of those two goals. Morrison finally pushes it out. Cam has the supercharge. Uses it. The ball does not propel. Morrison attempts a pinch. The ball does not propel. This ball is being stubborn. Morrison's got the wall. Doesn't really even need to use it. The ball just sort of strolls into the one-pointer. Morrison starts off round 5 with a 1-point lead in the first 30 seconds. This game is for the match. So far, they are tied 2 rounds each. Morrison drops the ball in the middle of the arena. It's more of an annoyance than anything. Neither player really attempting to hit the ball much. Cam runs all the way to the red zone to pick up a supercharge. Uses it to no effect. Morrison pinches to no effect. Second pinch lands a point.
3, 2, 1. Go.
Morrison gets first touch on the ball. It's now deep in blue zone. That didn't take very long. 3-0, red team in the lead.
2, 1. Go.
Blue has first touch on the ball. Tap into the ceiling, and then shove into the goal.
3, 2, 1.
3-1, red team.
Go.
Cam is charged. The ball is pretty quickly changing from zone to zone. Got the blue side, red side, blue side, red side. A couple taps. Morrison adds another point to their score.
3,
4-1, red team, less than 2 minutes on the clock.
go.
That was a gorgeous move by Morrison. Tip it up and then pinch it in. Although, pinch was off by just a little bit. Morrison's charged. Watch for the wall. Oh, Morrison left the door wide open. Cam decides to let himself in. That's 4-2.
2, 1. Go.
Minute 20 seconds on the clock. Cam attempts a pinch. No pinch necessary. Just a one-handed ceiling hook shot into that goal. 1 minute left on the clock. 1 point differentiates these two players.
1 minute left.
They are tied with 56 seconds remaining.
3,
At this point, the game can go either way.
go.
It's going to come down to this last minute. Cam taking the slight lead with a 1-pointer. 45 seconds remain.
2, 1, go.
Cam's in the lead by 2 points at 30 seconds. 2 points is 2 single goals or 1 mega goal, super goal.
Go.
Let's see what Morrison's going to do about it. There's one. 18 seconds left. It's either tie or beat that 6-point marker.
Go.
It's all coming down to the last 10 seconds.
8, 7.
7 seconds for Morrison to score a double.
3, 2, 1. Go. 6, 5, 4.
Oh, the ball just hovering in there. What a way to go.
3, 2, 1.
3 seconds left. The game is going to continue.
2, 1.
Green ball. Hits the ground. 9-5. Cam. That ends this match. Thank you all for watching. Please visit XRL.pro to continue watching this tournament in progress. And come join us on Ultimechs. We have community events Wednesdays and Saturday evenings. Join the Discord for more information. Goodbye.